Hi. So Gimlet is in a very early phase of its development, but it's already a good baseline for further features that could be very valuable for your team. So I'd like to just highlight a couple of those. And first of all, the master template will get more options, meaning that maybe you want to further customize the Prometheus scraping option. A port, for example, here would be very valuable to be able to specify, and all other application configuration bits will eventually reach this master template, this configuration screen. Volumes right now are not part of this, but they definitely should be. Environment variables are, for example. So this is definitely an ever-increasing feature set that is going to be part of Gimlet. The questions YAML file is driving all this, and adding a new question is not too big of a task, so that's definitely going to happen. One of my love story is QA environments. I just love being able to test my application on its dedicated URL on a branch, for example. So my vision for QA environments would be yet another checkbox here with a few configuration options, maybe a branch pattern and a deadline, like how long a QA environment should live. And once that feature lands, basically by clicking a checkbox and setting a couple of preferences, you will have QA environments for each of your feature branches. That is quite a feature that every company implements in their with their teams. Also, Gimlet has this real-time view of Kubernetes resources, and it's following a different approach than other Kubernetes dashboards. Those, in my opinion, are more ops-centric, meaning that they show you an inventory of deployments, ingresses, services, but it's not a tailored view for just one specific application. But while I'm developing an application, I really just only care about my own resources. And there is one other thing that what I saw in my consulting experience is that developers or just people in general are not too good at debugging Kubernetes resources at first. So for example, debugging a crash loop could be annoying at first because logs are gone on every start. Or debugging a config map error where a key is missing. There are only just a few kubectl commands that one should know to be able to tackle those, but still in the early days and maybe later on as well, it's just not an easy task. So with Gimlet, my goal is to give better error messages and even notifications. Today we have a Slack notification set up for deployments, but if, for example, we introduce an owner field in the application configuration, then Gimlet could notify you if your application is crash looping, and maybe it will send you the last 100 log lines of your application, so you don't have to grab kubectl or your log aggregator tool. Also, if you have a config map error or something is missing, it will notify you, and maybe proactively as well. So if you try to deploy an image that doesn't exist, you will not get an error image not found, but instead you will get prompted right before your deployment. So these are the obvious next steps with Gimlet, and but other more advanced features as well will come eventually, like blue-green deploys, canary deploys, and more advanced rollback strategies. So I'm quite hopeful with Gimlet, and I hope now that you have seen how it works, you've seen that it's really just GitOps with all the glue that you would develop yourself in-house anyways. So I hope you will enjoy using Gimlet.